and welcome to today's Peaky Card reading. Today's topic is what do men secretly think of you these days? And for that, as usual, I have two piles, pile number one and pile number two. Now let's get started. And guys, before I start, if you like my content, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Now let's get started. Hello, pile one. Let's see what do men secretly think of you these days. Clearly, with the Ace of Swords, you are a person who is very innovative, who is very left brained in a lot of ways, like very creative, innovative, analytical, and also extremely determined and focused about your goals. And with your own hard work, passion, determination, you have created the red carpet in your life. You have created the ways and paths in your life with your own determination, creativity, and innovation. Men also think of you as somebody who is extremely dynamic. Sorry, I moved the camera. Not a little bit, quite a bit. Sorry. Okay, men also think of you as somebody who is extremely, how shall I put it? Um, very dynamic, very colorful. You speak, a lot of you have the gift of the gab, or you speak multiple languages. You're very suave, very sophisticated, well dressed, well spoken. I mean, men would love to be associated with you, actually. That is something that I can see. Like, what men feel about you is how they think about you is this is a person, especially in a heterosexual scenario, and if you identify as a female, they get a lot of visibility if you are with them. You tend to attract a lot of attention naturally, and they would love to be a part of it as well. Knight of Swords, you tend to intimidate a lot of people. You're fierce, when it comes to your work, when it comes to your goals, you can relentlessly pursue your goals without any stop. And that is something that men really admire about you, especially if you are a female. Men really admire about you the fact that you are extremely goal oriented, very focused, somebody who can be a relentless workhorse when it comes to their goals, when it comes to their ideals, when it comes to their, like, you're a very hardworking person, extremely hardworking, very determined, very motivated, very self motivated, very self driven. The Hierophant, you're way wiser beyond your age. Men view you, men think of you as somebody who is very wise, very, very grounded, very wise. I'm getting a lot of fire and earth energies like Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, who are driven, focused, very analytical, yet creative and innovative. At the same time, very hardworking, very wise, like Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Okay, the death card. With this death card, I'm getting a lot of Scorpio vibes. With this death card, like, you might have a sun, moon rising in Scorpio, or could be like a significant planet in Herschel. Anything in Scorpio can be significant planet, could be in Scorpio. Like, the death card shows literally regeneration and rebirth and regrowth, like rising from the ashes and phoenix kind of energy. Men think of you in that way, that this is a person. I'm saying, okay, of course, Three of Swords, you guys have been through a lot of situations, like where you felt like totally frustrated, giving up, like nothing was moving in your favor, nothing was working out, but still you kept on pushing. There was a phase in your life, I'm seeing clearly it's not so now, but there was a phase where money was very tight. Even people whom you trusted on, you had put your faith on, had actually betrayed you, had let you down, had literally, that was the time when you needed them the most, but they were a point of disappointment. They were literally nothing but disappointing in your life. Queen of Swords, you are a person who is extremely determined, very focused, very driven. You are a person who can see right through people's BS, right through people's nonsense. The mask that we wear, most of us, we have to, like, on the surface, when you have to interact with the outer world, you wear a mask. But some people can be very manipulative, and you are somebody who can see right through manipulative people. That is how men think about you, that this is a person who is very wise, somebody, especially a female, who cannot be messed with at all. I'm getting this wisdom, wiseness, this message repeatedly. You have seen through, lived through a lot of disappointments, worries, financial struggles, and those are the situations that has helped you grow and be a much higher version of yourself. Yeah, when I'm seeing there was a time when you literally were dismayed by life. You have felt literally l- being let down by life at so many levels. I'm just moving the camera a little bit, right? Being let down by life at so many levels, by so many people. They just have let you down. But there is this one cup that your life was offering you even then. This one cup that made a lot of things possible, that made a lot of things in your life more viable, more possible, more like, it was almost like you had not expected the amount of rewards and gratifications that you received from that aspect. Six of Pentacles, men also think of you as somebody who is extremely compassionate, very giving, very kind. Especially, there's a very sweet dichotomy, very sharp and sweet dichotomy in your character. I'm seeing with this Queen of Swords and Six of Pentacles. Somebody very wise, can be very sarcastic and sharp tongued towards the manipulators, but very giving and compassionate towards the have nots, towards those people who are going through a difficult phase. You are a person who is going through, like, who has been through a lot of difficult phases in life. You have learned through your difficult phase that, what life can become. When life beats you up, when life beats you down, nothing can save you. That kind of a lesson you have learned earlier. And today you are equally, like, equally sarcastic and sharp when it comes to dealing with manipulators. But when it comes to your sick friend, your parents, your siblings, people you care about, or the have nots of the society, you're equally kind and giving. This sharp dichotomy is very sharp, contrast is very sweet, very astounding to me. But that's how men think about you. All right. Five of Wands. They also think of you as somebody who is fiercely competitive. You are extremely, like, winning over you in any competition. They would rather have you on their side rather than on the opposite side, because competing with you and winning is a different story altogether. All right, guys. I hope you like my content. If you like my content, then please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Guys, your support means the world to me, really. All right, the world card is the next. You know what? It's your own hard work, your determination, your competitive nature that has changed the world from here to here. Today, you have access to most of the things that you could once only think about. And men really think of you as somebody who is extremely capable, who has turned their lives around and is extremely capable, reliable, dependable, wise. These are the things, like a lot of earthy and fiery, typically a lot of earth signs. Yeah, with the Eight of Pentacles, you are a relentless workhorse. You men, like, whenever people, not just men, women alike, when they talk about you, they talk about your work ethics. You are known for your work ethics. Literally, you are a person who is known for their work ethics. You are so hardworking, so determined, so driven regarding your work ethics. Really, Two of Cups, you are a person who is also a complete, Like a lot of people having crushes on you, having infatuations on you. Typically a lot of people think of you as the right kind of arm candy. You are a complete arm candy to a lot of people. I can clearly see that. Like, people think of you as somebody that they can easily fall for, somebody whom they can adore, they can admire. Yeah, both admire and adore at the same time. That's what I'm seeing. The Lovers card. Clearly you are a person, you know what, you are a person. Okay, a lot of you, I'm getting like men could think of you as a flirtatious, like I'm getting a lot of flirtatious energy. Maybe men come, you have a lot of people who are hankering for your attention. So I'm seeing a lot of men, especially in a heterosexual scenario. And if you identify as a female, which most of my subscribers are, so if it's otherwise, you could change the narrative accordingly. The thing is, I'm seeing a lot of men trying to hit on you, flirting with you, because they find you extremely attractive. Also, a quotient of enigma, a serious dosage of enigma being thrown in between. The magician, men think of you as somebody. You know, the magician has all the four elements of nature: air, water, earth, and fire, which they use to create their own reality. You have infinite potential. So, this is exactly what men think of you. They think of you as somebody having infinite amount of potential, somebody who knows what they're doing with their life, who knows exactly where their life is headed towards, and who is somebody who is like, you are a person who has really achieved everything with your own hard work, determination, and manifestation abilities. The Emperor card, yeah. You're a very wise person. Whenever people want to have some life advices, men would also come to you for suggestions, because you're one of those go to people for life related advices. A time for healing. Absolutely, balsamic moon. You are a person who is extremely like you're very motivating. Your presence can be very healing. I'm seeing you have been through a lot of disappointments in life, so you are extra kind and compassionate and understanding. You're like that elder brother or the elder sister. A lot of you tend to embody, in spite of being a female, a lot of you tend to embody a lot of masculine qualities. Maybe you could be very athletic, I'm hearing. That's how men see you. Like, physical structure wise, some of you could be like, it's a collective reading, but most of you are probably somewhere very athletic, leaner, maybe a little bit taller than your average regular females. A little bit taller, maybe more leaner, maybe into a lot of exercise, maybe into sports, maybe running, gymming, that kind of a gym rat kind of a thing, or maybe into sports, very sporty, athletic kind of a person. Be bold and make the first move. You are somebody who has been extremely bold, somebody who has literally, you know, you have made a lot of very bold and daring moves in your life. That's what I'm seeing. And men really admire and respect you for that. That this is a person who is extremely daring when it comes to their work, when it comes to their decision making. You can make very out of the box decisions and surprise everybody. It's time to take action. Yeah, I said Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo can be significant. You're very driven, very focused, extremely action oriented, absolutely on the go all the time, in a go, go, go mood. Very, very like on the move all the time, always not sitting idle, doing something or the other for sure. Don't deem to fit in. You know what? You are a person who does not believe. I repeat, you have suffered a lot of disappointments while being a people pleaser, and have realized at last that, you know what, I can't keep on making myself the second priority in my life. I'm gonna prioritize myself. I'm not gonna dim my light in order to make others fit in anymore any longer. Wolverine, you are a lot tougher than you think you are. You are a very tough, extremely tough kind of a person. You are a person who is very tough, very determined, very driven, extremely focused. You are like, a lot of you probably tend to sell yourself short, don't really think that you're much capable and all such stuff, but you shouldn't. That's the thing. Men think of you as somebody who is very tough, extremely capable, shining brightly. Stand your ground. Yeah, men also think of you as somebody who could be very obstinate, who knows what their values lie and can be very adamant about it. Like, how to stand your ground and say, you know what, I'm not taking all this nonsense lying down. This is what I believe in, and this is what I'm gonna fight for. This is something that I am going to fight and walk towards. That's how men think of you. Take charge with authority. I'm seeing that you are a person who can be like pretty at a position of authority. You can be a person who is very like a natural leader, a lot of natural leadership qualities. I'm seeing a natural leader, a born leader, leadership qualities. These are the things that I can like directly see in you. All right, voices. With a tug at the gut, feel them romance your breath. Listen to the gentle flickering within your eyes, for this is where they guide. What I'm seeing is you are a person who is known for the gift of the gap. More than anything else, two things. One, your life lessons are solid. Most of you people tend to come to you for life advices. You could be a boss or a colleague, and your colleagues could be coming to you. People senior to you could also come to you for life lessons. That is one thing. Secondly, another thing that I'm seeing is you have a very like gift of the gap. You tend to genuinely speak really, really well. That is another thing. Stargazer, set your sights higher. You are a person who is extremely, your sights are always higher. Setting your sights higher means your ambitions are bigger. You have a lot of ambition which are really high flying. You have a lot of ambition. You're very ambitious. You're very ahead of your times. This stargazer card also tells me gives me a lot of Aquarian vibes, very ahead of their times, maybe a little bit quirky, maybe a little bit eccentric. That's how men see you, maybe a little bit out of the box. Maybe things that you believe in, maybe the dresses that you wear, maybe the normal thing you probably love a very gothic eye, and in a corporate setting you are one of those people probably who tend to wear a very offbeat kind of a makeup. Just saying, I'm just giving an example right off the bat. It can be anything. To the outfits, that you can carry the weirdest of outfits with a lot of confidence. You wear your confidence instead of your outfits, if that makes sense. So that kind of a thing I'm seeing in a lot of you. And men literally view you as somebody who is pretty out of the box, off centric, little bit eccentric, ahead of their times, very humane, very, even very compassionate towards the animals. Compassionate, maybe a lot of you probably are active animal activists, or climate activists, something LGBT rights activists, something humane, ahead of its time. Very like, you could be leading such groups. You could be a leader at your workplace. You could be a leader like anything, anywhere. Men see you as a natural born leader, somebody who can handle authority with a lot of grace. With you walk the walk, you just don't say it, you do what you say you'll be doing. Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. I'm seeing you as somebody who is fearless, who is like this warrior, who is fearless, who is confident, who is very strong, determined, fearless, confident, willing to push forward, willing to move ahead. That kind of a person men think of you as. Your hard work is paying off, Capricorn. See, a lot of you could be Capricorns and Virgos and Tauruses as well. Men think of you as a very hardworking person, and whatever good and nice is coming your way today is because of all all the hard work that you have put in through the years. That's how men see you, that this is a person who is extremely deserving of all the hard work. That's how men think of you. Very hardworking, and today they are getting whatever they are getting, it's because of their hard work. You're good enough. A lot of you probably tend to suffer from the imposter syndrome, like, am I good enough? And that is the thing, like, think of you as somebody who is way more than just good enough. They think of you as somebody who is very capable, extremely diligent, very desirable, at the same time very ahead of their times. Expect powerful change. Yeah, men think of you as somebody. Okay, I forgot this one. Okay, who is going to make it really big. Like, you are very underrated. As far as, like, people around you think of you as somebody who is gonna make it really really big in this life of theirs. They are gonna make it really big and huge and better in their lives. Elk, stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect you deserve. I'm seeing that you are a person who is extremely dignified, very graceful. You say what you believe in without any fear. And that determination and courage that you display is something, like, I'm seeing a lot of people, especially if you work in a public place, a lot of people, your colleagues are your fanboys and fangirls. At the same time, there are enemies as well, so don't bother. But I'm seeing they see you as a very gracious, dignified, sophisticated kind of a person who speaks well, who is very dynamic, very good at what they do. At the same time, very good human being. Blue Heron, make a stand for what you believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. I'm seeing you as a person, you know, I'm seeing you taking a stand for yourself and what you believe in. You are known to speak your mind, even if that garners a lot of negative trolling and negative judgment comes your way. Then also, you are a person who believes in speaking their mind. One sec, let me just have a bit of tea. Yeah, my throat was itchy. It's really cold out here. All right. Storm, every hurricane comes to an end. You know what? Men think of you as somebody who is a warrior, who is a winner, somebody who has seen and endured the storm, almost embraced it, because, at the end of the darkest night are the brightest dawns. You are a firm believer of that. Like, what a big warrior you are. That's what men think of you. You can be your own knight, princess. Yeah, men literally think of you as somebody who does not, I repeat, you do not need a knight on shining armor, because you are a person who is very, very capable, extremely self reliant. Stars, you can manifest your every wish. I'm seeing you as somebody who has manifested every wish of theirs. You are somebody who has strong manifestation capabilities. Treat your body like the palace it is. People, I'm seeing you, like, literally, men think of you as somebody who is very confident. This card typically gives me the message of body confidence. There was a time probably where you were not sure of yourself, but today you are a person who has embraced yourself just the way you are, and that is something men think of about you, men respect and admire about you. So, all right, guys, I hope you have had some clarity over your situation. If yes, guys, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Namaste. Hello, hello, pile 2. Let's see, what do men secretly think of you these days? All right. Clearly, the first one is the judgment card. So, you are a social butterfly. Men think of you as a social butterfly. People think of you as a social butterfly. I'm seeing a lot of men probably even judge you. maybe would call you too independent, too self reliant, but that's the way you are. You're extremely self reliant. You believe in living your life on your own terms. You genuinely live your life on your own terms. Very few people can actually understand it even today. You could be a solo traveler, solo backpacker, like literally not living a conformist's life. You are living your own life and not a societally driven life. For sure, you are a very colorful, dynamic kind of a personality. I'm seeing a very capable and dynamic, yet very non-conformist kind of a person. The chariot cut, you're also very progressive. You've been literally punched down by life several times, but that couldn't keep you down. You are a person who has seen the blacks, the darkness in life, but have endured them and have moved ahead. You are a go getter, you are a very progressive person. Okay, yes, absolutely. With this judgment and this fool card, I'm seeing you are a risk taker in life. Men think of you as somebody, a lot of you could be entrepreneurs or the serial entrepreneur. You have seen failure, you have embraced them, brushed it off, and have moved ahead and in the search of the better venture, better tomorrow. You are an eternal optimist. That's what men think of you as, like an eternal optimist, somebody who is very driven, extremely focused. They know exactly what they want out of their lives and they are not apologetic about it. And you know what? You could be a little bit gullible, a little bit innocent as well. That's on the shadow side. But basically, you are a risk taker. You believe in living your life to its fullest. You don't believe in like half-hearted efforts. You don't believe in lackadaisical efforts. You believe in living your life to its fullest. Four of Wands, yeah, you are a person. Men think of you as somebody who is very dependable, very reliable. A lot of them see you as a potential long term partner for business or for life. It could be both. But I'm saying mostly romantically, you are a very exciting partner. Like you're a very exciting person, at the same time, very reliable, genuine, and dependable, all at the same time. Ten of Pentacles, you are a person who is extremely, you know, Ten of Pentacles is a person who knows exactly what their worth is, what they are capable of doing, and they want to achieve all of those goals with you. They want to have you beside them when they, like, men see you, think of you as somebody who will be the partner when they're going through difficult times and good better times. Like you are capable of being that kind of a partner who can endure both. I'm just moving the camera a little bit. Yes, men think of you as a long term. If you are a female in a heterosexual scenario, are more like a wife material, a wife who is very fun to be with, a person, a partner who is fun to be with, very dynamic, extremely self reliant, at the same time, very reliable, loyal, and dependable. I'm seeing a lot of you could be having a strong Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or Gemini, Aquarius, Libras also can be seen. All right, men also think of you. See, this girl is so strong that her pet is a bear. Literally, they think of you as somebody who is this strong, both physically and emotionally. A lot of you could be into some kind of sports or being athletic, into running, into endurance training, something of that sort, maybe training for marathons and whatnot. Those kind of things can be seen. Like you could be identifying as a female, but you tend to embrace certain masculine qualities. Like that is something very strong. It could also be that you could be very feminine, but you're emotionally extremely strong and mature, who can endure a lot of things, who has endured. And men think of you as somebody who can endure and thrive under pressure. You are also being seen. Men think of you as somebody who is very reliable, very balanced. Libra can be seen. Yes, you're very balanced. whatever comes your way, you're very stable, very balanced, that kind of a person. Knight of Swords, you are somebody who is also very driven. Men see you as a very driven person, very driven, determined. They know what they want out of their life. You know what you want to achieve. You know what your goals are, where you want to be like 3 years from now, 5 years from now. And men want to work on those as well. They want to support, like most the right kind of a guy or girl would support you in those endeavor instead of becoming insecure. Seven of Pentacles, men also think of you as somebody who is very hardworking, who has always been very hardworking right from their childhood. Another thing that I can see is men think of you as somebody who is, how shall I put it? You a lot of you could have had a very topsy-turvy childhood, very difficult, very not so stable kind of a childhood. But a lot of you probably have also grown up in farms and the village areas, the countryside, but that made you work very, very hard, and men really appreciate that about you. Eight of Wands. Yeah, you know what? A lot of you, what men see you as is somebody who has had a lot of things they have done right in life. A lot of you are very wise. You embrace life, at the same time, you do the work that is required to succeed in the right places. So a lot of things going in your favor. Maybe some men think of you as a very lucky person, somebody who like got handed down. Maybe inheritance has played a major role in your adult life. Some men feel that you have done a lot of things right, a lot of things are going in your favor with this Eight of Wands. Like maybe at this moment you're getting a bonus, you're celebrating some major wins. Apart from that, at a personal level also, you're celebrating some major wins. Maybe you've had a recent glow up, at the same time you're getting a major bonus. So those kind of things, like two three things all happening at the same moment, that is something that I can see. Ten of Wands, you are a very, very, men think of you as a very responsible person. In order to live your life on your own terms, unlike what people usually think that they could be very irresponsible, actually, in order to live your life on your own terms, you have got to be very disciplined and very responsible. With this Seven of Pentacles and this Ten of Wands, I can see you have been very hardworking, very disciplined, very like you have worked very, very hard, and you have carried a lot of load, very disciplined. When, like, right from the childhood, you had a lot of you could have had a very difficult childhood, very unstable childhood. I'm relatively saying, like, I'm repeatedly seeing this, or not relatively, sorry. Okay, what I'm seeing is a lot of you had a lot of responsibility on you, right? Like as a teenager, you probably took care of your siblings because your parents were out working. So that can, you have to grow up pretty fast, you have to start working fast so that you could help your parents out. So those kind of things I can see. The Sun card, you are a success material, you are experiencing some massive and major success. I'm seeing you being that successful person, that person whom the whole world tend to really respect a lot. I'm seeing you being a person who is extremely, the Sun card typically is telling me that you are a very, like, you are embracing the successful life. You are at last receiving the rewards of your hard work. Yes, that's the right word. I'm seeing you like success kissing your feet at last. That's the expression I was thinking of. Yes. All right, guys, up until now, if you like my content, then guys, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Guys, your support means the world to me, trust me. So if you like my content, please, please, please support my channel. Thank you. Nine of Wands. Men look at you as somebody who is very determined, very driven, at the same time extremely desirable. A lot of you could be Leos, Sagittarius, and Aries, very driven, focused, but also very, very desirable, extremely desirable. Also, men think of you as, like, what I'm seeing is, with all the positive things, there are certain negative things that comes. I'm seeing a lot of people gossiping about you, especially at your workplace. So some men probably are very intimidated by you. Some men think of you as too ambitious, too driven, too like too confident, too independent, like too much of this and too much of that. So that is something, that's the shadow side. But I feel that whatever my card tells me, I need to convey that message. Some men literally think of you as being like too intimidating in general. So just be a little bit careful before making friends in general. All right, Six of Wands. Men also look at you as somebody who is very, very ambitious. Some people will think of you as too ambitious. Men think of you in general as a survivor, as a fighter. Somebody, this tortoise, he didn't give up in the face of severe impediments. Like, men think of you as somebody who never gave up, who fought their own battles, who never gave up. Instead, they kept on fighting till their last breath, and I have now emerged as a winner in life. The Hanged Man. Clearly, men think of you as somebody who is very enlightened, who is very, very awakened, somebody who is very evolved, somebody who has been through a lot in life. They have worked very hard to reach where they have, and they're also very aware, very self aware, very awakened kind of a person. Five of Wands, you are a very stable person. Men think of you like reliable, stable, loyal, dependable. Lot of earth signs. Earth and air should dominate. Either earth or air should dominate most of your charts, actually. Two of Wands, men think of you also as somebody who is very competitive, very fun to be around, very competitive, very like goal oriented, very driven, very focused. Okay, you are so determined that you have literally turned the wheels of fortune in your favor with your own determination of never giving up, working hard, long hours without complaints, and that has helped you turn the wheels of fortune in your favor. Four of Pentacles, I'm seeing that you are being seen as somebody who is also very, how shall I put it? you know, I'm seeing that men also think of you, some of them, they think of you as a stingy person, a miser, but some actually think of you as a person who is very very good with money. You have had a financial planning from long back, like you started your financial planning pretty early in life, and you do not believe in throwing your money around. What that has done is it has given you a solid financial cushion today. That is something I can see, that you have got a solid financial cushioning today. Seven of Cups, yeah, you are living your dream life. A lot of dream come true has happened, is happening right now. Things that are happening in your life are the things that you could never imagine would happen with you. Of all people, with me, my goodness, that is the kind of reaction I'm feeling. Like, and men think of you as, yeah, you're extremely attractive and desirable. Some of you are very well put together. Like, you tend to put in that effort to look extra nice and pretty and like whatever, very well put together whenever you're going out, even if you're going out for a grocery shopping. So that is something I can see. You're also very, a lot of you could be actually in the legal field, legal, paralegal, advocate, lawyer, advocate, attorney, judge, anything of that sort. Also, what I'm seeing is you are a person who is extremely very justice driven, very justice driven, very focused, very you know, you are a person who is extremely uh, how shall I put it, you always tend to stand up against anything that is not right. That is, even if it's happening to other people, you tend to always stand up against that. And men think of you as somebody who is extremely, like, who knows how to stand their ground and put forth their opinions. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you are living, for a lot of men, you are living their dream life. A lot of manifestation happening, positive manifestation happening in your life. Shift your perception. You know what? There is a shift in perception. The way in which people used to perceive you earlier and the way in which they perceive you now, there is a change. I'm sensing that there is a change in that as well. Like the way in which people think of you and the way in which they thought about you earlier, there is a change. There is a marked change and difference there. Spider, trust the creative spark you're feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. Typically, I'm seeing that a lot of you could be like into the creative field, and or men really into the creative field, or you have a creative talent. And there has been a transformation that has happened in the last few years in most of your cases. And you have grown wiser. That's what men think of you, a very wise person. They live their life on their own terms. They have all the fun, but they get their work done as well. Also, you are a very creative person, very creative, very focused, and men really respect you. A lot of you could be like a good painter, good singer, dancer, and men really appreciate that. That could be like a hobby also. Some of you probably write really well. You are, of course, that awakened card, and now it is awakening, meditate, and contemplate. I love this kind of connected messages. I swear I do. And I didn't see a single card that came out for you guys. I'm seeing a lot of you are very spiritual, and men really, really respect that about you. Very spiritually bent, very much into meditation, surrounding yourself with people who only matter, and nature. Very awakened, very driven, that kind of a person. And I can see that that is something that has helped you elevate to a different level altogether. Cat, it's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your overdependency on others. You are a very independent, self reliant kind of a person. You are a person who is very independent, very focused, somebody who knows exactly what is right for, like, exactly what you want. Like, you don't need usually a shoulder to cry on. You are that self reliant. You usually end up becoming a shoulder for other people's to cry on, if that makes sense. Don't let pride get in your way. Yes, people also, men really think of you as a very humble person in spite of achieving so much in life. Your humility is a key in your personality. Snow leopard, take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. You are a person who is extremely, like, I'm seeing a lot of you are very much into spirituality, meditation, life in quiet contemplation, in solitude, loving, that kind of. You're not like, you are either very much like a party goer, but there is, I'm seeing a dichotomy. Like, some of you could be like party going and embracing that social life, but but on the inside you are like a monk. At the home front you are like a monk, meditating, life in quiet contemplation. Or some of you are actually like a monk, like meditation, life in quiet contemplation. Or the third type is, earlier you used to be more like a party goer or embracing life to the fullest, going for bungee jumping to whatnot, to now you becoming more into meditation and spirituality and grounding. So that transformation can also happen. There is a shift in perception card. So some of you have shifted your own identity as a whole. That is something that I can see. Magic guardian, unlock the magic within. I'm seeing you being a person, you are a person who is extremely, you're like the magician of your own life. Men think of you as a fantastic manifester. That's what I'm seeing. Like, men literally feel that you have literally manifested this whole thing into reality today. Your whole life, your whole, like, everything that is happening, everything good that is happening to you, you have manifested it into reality. All right, Roadrunner, keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. Exactly, you are like, you're known for your sense of humor. You tend to try and find humor in the darkest of places. That's what I can see. Like, you tend to find humor everywhere. Walk through your fears, Scorpio new moon. Scorpio can be significant for a lot of you. And yes, you men think of you as somebody who has faced a lot of battles, who is very strong, somebody who has faced their fears, conquered their fears, and that's why you have been able to reach wherever you have. Confidence is your key to success. Leo can be significant, absolutely. And confidence, like men literally think of you as somebody who is extremely confident. And confidence is something that they attribute to your success as well. Like they think of you as a complete success material. It's because you are very confident, very determined, extremely driven. Knight, be brave and honest. You are a person who is extremely brave, extremely honest, extremely disciplined, extremely focused. These are the things that people think of you whenever they think of you, actually. Winter, take care of your needs. You are a person, you know what? You are that person who has been through the winters of your life and have learned to become, the self reliant, self independent card that is coming out, like that message is coming out repeatedly because you yourself have been through a lot of winters in life and you have survived that. That's what men think of you. That this is a person which, like, whom nothing can break. In general, this is a person who is almost like invincible in a way. That's how men think of you. You're very intimidating, that's why. Make plans and focus. Yes, you're very disciplined, very goal oriented, very plan and focus oriented, very regimented, scheduling. Those are your cups of tea. All right, Camel, trust that you have the resources to get through the challenges before you. Exactly what I'm saying is you are a person who has a lot of resource to get through the challenges. You are being seen as somebody who is very resourceful, somebody who can take on all the challenges and focus. Like you are very resourceful, who has been through a lot. Like literally I'm seeing a lot of you have had a very difficult, you have endured a very difficult childhood, and from there you have really come out, emerged as a winner in life. Have faith in your dreams. You are a person, vaccine crescent moon. Have faith in your dreams. You are a person who, you know, when no one believed in you, you believed in your own self. Like men are literally flabbergasted and astounded by seeing the amount of faith and confidence that you have had during even your darker days, in your own dreams, in your own ability, and in the universe's manifestation. You are a big believer. Like if you dream big, it will happen. You're a believer of that. That's how men see you. Luck is on your side. Definitely, a lot of men feel that you have been very lucky, but that comes with a lot of practice and hard works, which a lot of people tend to ignore. I'm getting that. So don't be frustrated when just people might like rub it in your face at times. Oh yeah, you got very lucky because you're born this way or that. But that was not the whole case. You worked very, very hard as well. Move in a new direction. I'm seeing that you are a person, you know, first of all, a lot of you could be solo travelers, backpackers. You love to do all that. Secondly, another thing I'm seeing, a lot of you were born in a certain country or a certain place and moved to a different place, and there you're thriving. So, or maybe the third one is now that you are getting some promotion and now you're traveling very frequently. You have become a frequent traveler thanks to your newfound job or position at your newfound job. All right. Morning, the world awaits you. You are like this, like, you're very enthusiastic about embracing every aspect of life, and men really respect and admire that. That is a very respectable characteristic about you. Take chance on them. A lot of them would feel like, they wish that you took a chance on them. They would love to be your partner. I'm seeing a lot of men are literally crushing on you. Spaceship, don't be afraid to sing. You are a person who isn't like, You know, don't be afraid to sing. You are a person who is not afraid to sing, who literally sings to the and dances to the tunes of their own beats. You're such a self-reliant person who does not care about their social perception. You're like a breath of fresh air for a lot of these men. All right. So, very out of the box, very unpredictable. All right, guys. I hope you have had some clarity over your situation. If yes, guys, please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Namaste.